Chef, what up? Rhymesayers, AOC, chill out. I set it off in the sunny distance, no days existent. My patience let me wait till the greatest love listened to me. I used to play the witness, wait in the trenches. It's like the 6-man sits on different benches. It's hard squeezing life in a sentence. And if I do, roll carpet with the red tint. My entrance is what's between when I exit.
Coming off the release of Cats and Dogs, which dropped earlier this year, and to a lot of rap critics like myself, it's like basically one of the top-notch projects of the year. How do you feel having dropped your Rhymesayers debut? How do you feel from the feedback you received?
Feedback has been good. As an artist, it's hard to like check up on every review and every opinion that people are having, because it'll drive you crazy. It really will. Like, you get a good one and you feel like you owe somebody something. You get a bad one, you want to jump off something. So I've just been basing it kind of off the shows, the fans, the merch table, Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that. It's been really good, you know what I'm saying? Got a lot of good reviews and stuff I read upon. Seemed like people were feeling the vibe, so keep going. You know, as an artist, sometimes it's hard to determine what people are going to think about your art, you know, and it's a little nerve-wracking at that, and then someone doesn't like it, it's whatever. But if I'm talking about loss and real shit and struggle, and someone doesn't feel it, it probably hurt a little more. So it's a little harder to drop kind of a personal record like this, but I'm glad I got it out, and from what I've been hearing, people are appreciating it.
Word.
Yeah.
And on the Cats and Dogs LP, linked with legends in the game like DJ Premier, Raekwon, a lot of big names, the Alchemist, Fashawn, who you've been collaborating with. Is there any artist that you haven't worked with yet that you would like to work with in the future?
Like being from Dilated and being through the era where we had budgets and we could work with people, you know, and it was a respect for each other. We got to work with a lot of like the dream wish list, from Cypress Hill to Eric Sermon to Beat Nuts to Beat Miners to, you know, you name it, Kweli, and a lot of people that I really like always dreamed about working with. So right now, like, I'd rather not even, I don't know, I'm kind of not over that, but like I'd rather work with friends and people who I know like are really into what I'm doing, genuinely versed, than paying someone to rap with me. It's kind of like
no need for that.
Yeah, it's just weird. At this point for me, it just doesn't seem genuine anymore. If I was to separate myself from that statement, Mos Def would be somebody.
Definitely, that's what's up. As we talked earlier, you recently toured with the likes of Atmosphere,
yeah, as
well as Fashawn. How is what is tour life this past like year and a half? I think you've been basically touring, jumping from tour to tour, and what has that like taught you, or how's that been as opposed to where you have more time in LA or in your hometown?
I mean, being from Dilated Peoples, I'm used to that. You know what I mean? I've been touring as long as I can remember, constantly. This is different, being solo. It's just you up there. I have no hype man, doing every word, you know, trying to connect with a big audience sometimes. Atmosphere especially, really big crowds. We did like Red Rocks in Colorado, 10,000 people sold out. Greek Theater, LA, 6,000 sold out. Like, Atmosphere draws a big crowd. And to get in front of those people, who some of them know who I am or was, and some of them don't, it takes a lot to really put your heart and soul out there and do it. So it's redeeming to me every day. Not to mention, this is my job. It's what I do. I don't work at Subway. You know what I'm saying? I pay my bills off rap shit, and I don't have to look elsewhere right now, and that's a blessing. So I got a line in my album to say, it's kind of funny, I don't even know my own rhyme. It's funny how gotta pay bills can build a fan base, you know? I love the road, but ain't losing my land, and that's damn straight. And it's like, as much as I love being out here, this is, you know, my livelihood, what's keeping me going. So it's a beautiful thing when you can get love from something that you love doing, and it's a career.
Is there any show that stands out throughout all these tours?
Yeah, the Red Rock show in Colorado, 10,000 people. It was like me against a volcano. It was the illest shit, man. If you could be there and experience that, and just for Dolo, you know what I'm saying? No, I remember I saw Common at Rock the Bells maybe 3-4 years ago. I think we were in Baltimore or DC. They had it out there. Me and Alchemist were out there, and he was on the main stage, you know, at a really prominent time when the whole crowd was out there. And it was about the same amount of people, you know, and I just remember thinking to myself, damn, this dude is up there by himself just killing that shit, you know, and I always thought something to be said for that. And being from a group, you know, there's power in numbers, you know, and Raka and I have a really good chemistry. So for me to be stepping out and doing all this stuff by myself, to me is a major accomplishment.
Next question I have for you is, you mentioned the collaborations of the past, and among them, name that keeps coming up is your work with Dilated Peoples. What's next for the Dilated crew in 2012?
New record. I'm doing a deal right now. I haven't finished it, so I haven't announced it yet, but it's looking good. People will be interested, or I think they'll be excited with our choice, should I say. And yeah, it's the first record we've done since 2006 as a group. You know, I produced the single for Raka's album on Crown of Thorns. He's featured on Weatherman and Cats and Dogs. It ain't like the camaraderie is not as high as it ever has been. It's just we took time off to do solo records, which was always our plan. It just took a little longer than we expected it. So now that I've dropped mine, he's done his. Babu's constantly doing Duck Season records. Duck Season 4 is coming out. I think it's going to be a great thing. I think it's going to be something different finally. It's not like part of the pattern right now. We broke the pattern. And going back to it is something that we're all looking forward to doing, especially with a different perspective and a different respect for each other through the time off. So I think it has potential to be our best record, which is a weird thing to say for a group who's done a lot of shit. Yeah.
Classic ass records. Some other frequent collaborators of you that you've been collaborating with, other than the Dilated crew, is someone you mentioned, the Alchemist. And there's rumors of a Step Brothers project, and these tracks keep popping up on every record you put out, amongst also some of the Gangrene stuff.
Yeah.
But can people expect Evidence and Alchemist duo project, something like that?
It's never been something that I announced and said Step Brothers album is coming. It's just anytime we do a record, I always put parentheses, Step Brothers, you know, so it's kind of like taking on a life of itself, which is a great way to put out a record when it just builds like that. Alchemist is Eminem's DJ, he's doing Gangrene, he's producing Lil Wayne and shit. You know, it's like he's busy as fuck, so when he gets some time and I get a little time, we'll bottle up some of this work that we've been doing, and we'll call it Step Brothers. And I think we do so much work every day just for the love of doing it. We probably have albums worth of material. Yeah. So it's like, it's more about just creatively packaging it and having time to give it the promotion it deserves. But there'll be more Step Brothers music popping up.
And I know I can't make it on my own. You know, everybody's talking about the good old days, right?
I'm commission driven, so pay up. I ain't fucking up these dunks or these layups. And if you see me wearing makeup, the same day you saw Jimi Hendrix wake up.